this has been a topic going around for a while now, and I have an opinion on it, so I figured I would share it. And yeah, there is a certain YouTuber that has made, I don't know, I just feel like has made a big deal over something that's not really a big deal. I'm not going to say who it is. You guys probably already know who it is. But this whole argument over the term of training horses, whether it's starting a horse or breaking out a horse or breaking a horse, I feel like has just like escalated to just be really stupid. And so yeah, I wanted to talk about it. So the argument is that we shouldn't use the term breaking horses anymore, or breaking out, or breaking in, or breaking horses in general. Because if you guys don't know, the term originally came from, you know, the old cowboys who used to roam the Wild West and whatever, and used to wrangle up the Mustangs. They would break the horses, and the term was a more violent term as to breaking down the horses and breaking the horse's spirit so that they would succumb to you and give in to you so that you could ride them and do whatever you want with them. So it came from a very violent place and a violent origin, I guess. So a lot of people are saying, like, oh, you don't break horses anymore. Like, anyone who says that doesn't know what they're talking about. And honestly, I mean, sure, the word starting horses has a more, like, gentle sound to it. It doesn't sound as harsh. But honestly, it's 2017. Like, I know what you mean. If you say the word breaking out, like, we're not 5. I'm not going to be like, oh, that person said that word. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So, yeah, I hear people say it all the time. It's still a very loosely used term all over the place. Like, I say it. You guys have heard me say it before. And so I wanted to talk about it because I feel like it's become such, like, a big deal if people say the term breaking a horse. I say it a lot. That's just how I talk to clients. That's how I talk to other trainers, because everybody knows what it means. And I don't think it has the same meaning as it used to. Especially if I know you and I've seen you take care of your horses and train your horses. If you say the term breaking out or breaking a horse, I don't instantly think, oh, you abuse your horses, you're breaking them down. Okay, are you kidding me? Like, this is friggin' 2017. We all know what the term means, and it doesn't mean the same thing that it used to mean. And I don't doubt that there's still people and trainers who do break down horses' spirits and mindsets and do abuse them. But, like, are you taking it that seriously? Like, come on. Like, it's just a term to describe what you're doing with the horse. Like, we all know what it means, and we all know that it doesn't necessarily mean you're actually beating the horse down. So I feel like when people honestly make a big deal like, oh, you said that word, and it's starting a horse. Like, give me a freaking break. They mean the same damn thing anymore, okay? So I feel like if you're really going to make a big deal because I said the word break, like, just leave. Like, come on. If you're going to be that much of a pussy whistle and make a big friggin' deal over something that's not a big deal, oh well. I mean, I feel like the words breaking and starting, I use them interchangeably all the time. Like, they mean the same thing to me. No, I don't actually break down my horses and beat them so that they'll do what I want. But I still say breaking because I feel like starting means that I'm starting to train my horse. That I'm doing the basics. Rather than breaking out, when I say, like, I broke out this horse, it means I did all of the training. Like, not just the starting of it, I did, like, the rest of it too. So, if you guys know what I mean, if that's confusing. So, I just feel like people make such a big deal out of it when I don't see the word breaking or broke out to mean the same thing as it did 50 years ago, when people literally meant to break down a horse. So, yeah, I say it all the time, but you guys obviously know what I mean. You know that I don't beat my horses or do any of that type of training. Like, I'm not an abusive type of training. So, I hope you guys know what I mean by that. And I just feel like if you're really going to make that big of a deal out of it, like, you might as well just not talk to other horse people, because it's such a widely used term that, like, you're never going to get rid of that term in the horse world. You're never going to get rid of people saying, I broke out this horse, or I'm currently breaking out this horse, or breaking in this horse. So, I just feel like, honestly, if you're going to make that big of a deal out of it, then just don't talk to other people, because it doesn't mean the same thing as it used to mean. Like, I feel like the term has changed from beating down horses and forcing them to do what you want until they do it, to training a horse and teaching a horse and communicating with a horse. Like, I don't feel like it means the same thing as it used to mean. And clearly you guys all know what I'm talking about when I use the term. So, like, why are we making that big of a deal out of it? Like, clearly we all know that the term has changed. Yes, starting a horse has a more gentler sound, but in my head, I use them the same way. Like, I use them interchangeably. So, yeah, I get that it sounds harsh when you say you break a horse or you broke a horse. But, like, I don't think you actually broke down that horse. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I feel like some people just make a really big deal out of it when it's not that big of a deal how you say it. As long as I've seen you train, I know how you train, I don't actually believe that you're hurting your horse or anything like that. So, yeah. I feel like people are just being too sensitive when they honestly need to make a big deal out of that. And especially when you say that people don't know what they're talking about because they used that term. Okay, literally like 90% of the horse world uses that term. And just because you said it doesn't mean you don't know what you're talking about, because the term means a completely different thing than it used to mean. So, just because, yeah, that person said that they broke out that horse, that doesn't make them a complete idiot. Like, I obviously know that they meant they trained the horse. So, yeah, I don't know. But that's my opinion. I just feel like people are too sensitive these days. Like, give me a break, honestly. I'm a pretty easygoing person, though. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Because, honestly, I don't think it's a big deal as a lot of people are making it. So, starting a horse, breaking a horse, training a horse are all in the same box to me. They mean the same thing. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys have any requests or anything else you guys want to see. And I will see you guys later. Bye.